Hi, Absheni Vito, Imina Brian. I'm ka YouTube channel Imina Learn Xitsonga with Brian. I really appreciate having you here. If you're new, please join this family. It's like one of the most wonderful families here on the YouTube platform. And you are going to have a great time being a part of this family. So please click that subscribe button and be a part of this family, because it's really one family you do not want to miss out on. So I'm back with another video, and then in today's video I'll be talking about I'll be giving you guys synonyms, right? So synonyms are called vamabizweni. So these are words that have the same meaning or nearly the same meaning. So it's words that almost mean the same thing and can sometimes be used in the same context, but most of the time they're used in different contexts, but their meanings are the same. So I'm just gonna give you those, and the reason for this is because I've been giving you guys like a lot of content, and I've been using a lot of words and sometimes using certain words interchangeably, and some got confused. So I think what I'm doing now, when I give you homonyms and when I give you synonyms, it's to organize those words so that the different contexts these words come in, and which contexts to use them in, and things like that. So really just to understand where a word comes from, and where to best use it, and to also really understand what a word means, right? So today we are doing synonyms, vamabizweni, and as I said, these are words that have very similar meanings, or sometimes the same meaning. So I'm going to start so that I can make this video as short as I possibly can. So I will start with the word angula. So angula means to answer or to respond, right? But what also means the same thing is hlamula. So hlamula and angula eba mabizweni. So these are synonyms because they mean the same thing, right? So they share a meaning. And then the second word is bora. Bora means to bore. So I gave you this word in the previous video when we were talking about homonyms, so meaning that this word can have two different meanings, right? But the context we're talking about it from, or the context the context in which we are referring or using this word in, oh my gosh, English guys, English, it is to bore, kubora someone, to bore. To bore. So kunyangatsa also means to bore someone. So kunyangatsa and kubora, these are the synonyms, eba mabizweni. And then the next one is chacha. Chacha means to chase someone, or to chase someone, to run after someone, to chase someone. Chase is the correct word. But what also means to chase or to run after someone is kuhlongorisa. Hlongorisa and chacha have the same meaning. It means to run after someone or to chase someone. And then the next word is chema. Chema, it is to groan or to scream or to cry, right? But kuchema also means to no. So a synonym for this word is rila. Rila means to cry. The most correct meaning of rila is to cry, but it also means to scream or to groan. So that is chema. Chema and rila, same. You can use them in the same context. But then kurila, it's just a normal way of crying. But when someone is like crying really loud and crying at the top of their voice, and they are super loud, wawa chema, so they're like screaming and shouting, so kuchema and kurila. And then the next one is china. So china means to dance, right? China. I think there's a song there's a song called China or something like that. So china means to dance, but what also means to dance is kugia. So it means to dance. The next word is, or the next words, two set of words is donzisa. Donzisa means to teach, right? It means to teach, But what also means to teach is kuletela. Letela, sorry, I'm using the word ku. Ku means to, but I don't want to confuse you. So the only word we emphasizing here is letela. So donzisa means to teach, and then letela means teach, also means the same thing. Futa is the next word. Futa means carelessness, like you don't care, or someone who doesn't really look after themselves and their hair is always there, this one is looking there, that one, there are things on their hair, or they're not tidy, and things like that. That is futa. But what also means, being careless is wusopfa, so they are careless. So futa and wusopfa eba mabizweni. And then the next word is goji. Goji means a hole. It means a hole, right? Goji, like a goji, right? It means a hole. And then what also means a hole, and this is a word we covered in the previous video, nsele. Nsele, which means a hole, right? And then the next two sets of words, it's hlakasa. Sorry. Akasa. So akasa means to stay. It means to stay, but like to stay, to stay, right? But kudunga also means to stir. So kudunga is usually used in the context when you have to dilute, juice or water with juice, like mixing the two, right? It's stirring, right? Kudunga, so it's like mixing or stirring, right? So akasa and dunga means, so these are synonyms, right? Then the next one is kashula. Kashula means to walk quickly or to walk very fast. That is kashula, or it means to hurry up or to, just, increasing one's pace, right? Kashula. And kashula's synonym is hatlisa. Hatlisa, it means walk quickly, hurry up, increase the pace. Whatever you're doing, be faster, right? That is hatlisa. Langa is the next word, and it means to choose. Langa, choose. And then its synonym is keta or shaula. So these are two words. It has two synonyms. Keta or shaula. Shaula or keta. Then we go to the next two words, and it is matimba. Matimba means strength, right? Matimba means strength. And then matimba's synonym is ntamu. Ntamu also means strength. So as we said, these two words have the same meanings. So ntamu and matimba. So these are they mean strength. Strength or power. And then mbowo is the next word. Or mbowo na bodo. Bodo. They both mean whole. But then bobo and what's the first word that means whole? Goji. So goji is like a bigger hole. So this is like, it could be a hole that was dug to, to turn into like a thingy where you throw trash, so it could be like outside your house or something. But then goji is, something really small. So it could be, I'm trying to think of an example. Goji could be, like a hole that you pierce into this thing, or like having a hole here. That is that is mbobo, because it's really small. So that's the difference between goji and mbobo. Goji is like a big hole, right? So mbobo is like a smaller one, or bodo. I don't know how to pronounce that. And then the next one is mpahla. Mpahla means clothes. Mpahla or it means clothes. And then what also means clothes is shiambalo, right? So please pay attention to this. So if you're from South Africa, we're Xitsonga people from Guyana, we also have Tsonga people from Mozambique, and if within South Africa, we have people from Mpumalanga. So Mpumalanga is next to Mozambique. Mozambique is another country, if you're not aware. So, and then Mpumalanga is a province in South Africa where, there are Tsonga-speaking people. So the Xitsonga they speak in Mozambique and the one they speak in Mpumalanga is very much, like the same. But the Tsonga they speak there is very different from the one we speak in Guyana, where I come from. So Guyana and Malamulele, where I come from. So these are two neighboring towns that are dominated by Tsonga speaking people. So where I come from, I'm from Guyana, we say Mpahla is Shiambalo, but we do not use the word, what's the word? Okay, so yeah, Mpahla and Shiambalo, they both mean clothes. So in okay, so I don't think it's this word, but then it's like one of the words that are coming. So there's a word that we use to mean clothes, and then they use it to mean goods and to mean it's the word shije. So they use it to mean dishes and stuff. But then they call that the word they use for clothes, the word that we use for clothes, they use it for dishes and something. So that's something to also pay attention to. Some of these words have different meanings depending on where they are used. So when you go to Guyana, it's used in a certain context, and when you go to maybe Mozambique or Mpumalanga, they'll use it in a different context. So that's just something to keep in mind, right? So as I said, Mpahla, it means goods or clothes, and then the synonym for Mpahla is Shiambalo. And then we move on to the next word. Next word is Ngwana. Ngwana, and the synonym for Ngwana is Shihlangi. And this means a baby or a child. Ngwana kumbe Shihlangi. So you have, this is basically, through this video, you can make up so many sentences. You are gaining a lot through this video, because I'm giving you words that I'm giving you different options that you can use for the same scenario, for the same word, or for the same thing, right? You have 2 or even more words to use to describe something. So at least, I think the best you can do is to at least memorize one word, right? Because most of them can be used in the same context. With this one, for instance, Ngwana or Shihlangi, you can use this. It means exactly the same thing. Ngwana or Shihlangi, it means a child or a baby, right? And the next word is Nambu. Nambu, mabizweni ya ritu Nambu I Nkova. So they both mean a river. Nambu is a river, Nkova is a river. But the difference here could be Nambu is a river that is flowing, that has water. You can use the word Nkova to mean a river that does not have water. So a dry river sort of thing. In my understanding, and where we come from, that's how we use it. So the next word is Nanzu. Nanzu, it means a crime or a sin. So the word Nanzu though means crime or even a sin. Yeah, equally means the two. Nanzu means a sin or a crime, and then its synonym is Shido. Shido leans more on the sin than the crime word. So it's Shido, which means sin, and then Nanzu, which means both sin and crime. So, but you can use them interchangeably. And the next synonyms we have for you, or I have for you, is Nova. Nova means a bush, and then what also means a bush is Kwati. Nova and Kwati. And the next word is Rinzela. Rinzela's synonym is Langutela, and this means to expect or to wait for someone or for something. It is Rinzela or Langutela. Now I'm sort of chasing time because the sun is also not, it's just disappearing now. So have to cover all these before I'm almost done though. And then the next word is receiver. So receiver is, it means a feather. A feather is also ripapa. Ri papa. So most of you are aware, are familiar with the word papa, which means father. But in this context, it's ri papa, and it means a feather. So it's receiver or ri papa. So this is like a singular feather. This is one feather. And then the next word is sangu. Sangu synonym is shiteve. So this is a large mat, that you sit on, but we used to sleep on this. So before, when we were like still growing up, because as the 90s kids, we used to, before beds were created and stuff, so, or before beds were like a thing, or before everyone could, before it was a thing for everyone to sleep on beds, we used to sleep on mats, these large mats and stuff. So we call them shitebe. So shitebe or sangu, right? The next word is sasekisa. Sasekisa. So sasekisa means to beautify something or to decorate something. But what has the same meaning also is ukavisa, kavisa. So kavisa means to beautify and to decorate something. So kavisa na sasekisa, these are synonyms, or bamabizweni. Yeah, no, we just had a feature there at the back. So and then the next word is tisholo. Tisholo, this is traditional healers' bones and stones, so the ones they used to throw when you're consulting with a traditional healer. So yeah, so it's the bones and the stones that they throw, that they use to sort of like get a message for you. And then a synonym for tisholo is vusholotwani. Vusholotwani. I've never come across this word before. I only got it when I was preparing for this video. So vusholotwani, that is tisholo. So the bones and the stones that they throw when you consult with a traditional healer. And then the next one is the next set of words. It's tsunzuka and lemuka. Tsunzuka and lemuka means to remember. Remember. So lemuka or remember, or tsunzuka and remember. And then the next word we have is tuana. Tuana means to hear, means hear. And then tuana means to hear. And then there's yingisa, which means to listen. These two are different though. They are synonyms in that it's both about hearing and listening, but they mean different things. So it's tuana and yingisa. So tuana means hear, but it can also mean listen. No. Yeah. So tuana means listen and to hear, and yingisa means to listen. But these two are synonyms. So we are on the third last word. We have vona. Vona is, being featured for the second time. So we featured it in the previous video when we were talking about homonyms. Yes. So vona means to see, but what also means to see is languta. So languta is more about look. It means to look more than it means to see. So languta, or look at something, and then kuona is to see, or it could also mean look. So you could use the word wana to mean to look or to see, and then languta means to look or to see, but more to look than to see. And then the second last word, it is vunyingi. Vunyingi, means abundance. Like when something is there in abundance, in large quantity, it's there. It's like a lot of it. That is vunyingi. And then vunyingi's synonym is or vamabizweni, or vamabizweni. So the first one is vunyingi, and ntalo. Ntalo also means abundance. When something is in abundance or it is in a large quantity or something. Ntalo and vunyingi. And then the last word I have for you today is vutlari. Vutlari. So vutlari means wisdom. Vutlari means wisdom, and then its synonym is vutivi. So vutivi means knowledge or expertise, more than it means wisdom, but that is very similar to wisdom also. So that's why I believe these are synonyms. And that is our last set of synonyms for the day. Thank you so much for watching this video. It's really hot where I am. It's summer and I'm loving this season. Yes, so if you are new to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe. Please let me know what you thought of this video. That always helps me big time. Is there anything you learned from this video? Was the delivery of this video in the way that you would have loved for it to be? Were you satisfied with the content on this video? Please let me know all those things in the comment section. Yeah, if you'd like to connect with me, I'm on Instagram as XitsongaBrian97. I'm also on Facebook as Brian Seweya. I have a page on Facebook where you can follow and you can interact with me. Yeah, so alternatively you can ask for my contact details on this channel, on this video, and then things like that. So I will see you in the next video where we'll be talking about antonyms. So these are words that have opposite meanings. So yes, I'm gonna leave it here. I love you. Take care. Bye.